You are likely watching this video because you are new to Vidyard or have a number of unidentified viewers in the platform. In this topic, we'll be discussing how to identify these viewers and what the best practices are. One of the most powerful features of Vidyard is the ability to associate email addresses to individual viewers. Of course, these email addresses will not magically appear in the contact center without capturing the information first. So a question you might be asking yourself is, well, how do I do that? There are 4 ways that we'd recommend. Each one can be used within your video strategy. The first one we will discuss is a lead capture event, also known as an email gate. This option is useful if you are embedding a player onto your website and you haven't been using another method to collect email data. Using a gate would force the viewer to enter their email address before they start watching the content. You could also collect other information at this point, as an example, name and company. Once the form has been completed, the metaphorical gate will open to allow this video to be played. This video view, along with any further views for that individual, will now have an email address associated to them. The next option would be to use a VY email string in the URL. If you don't have an integrated map, but use an alternative marketing email platform, this option is ideal for collecting identified viewers. Add a contact's email address to your page links after the query string VY_email equals. Using an email address merge tag within your emailing tool will provide you the ability to do this at scale. Your contact's Vidyard cookie will be identified when they land on the page with a Vidyard player. By using this method, you can tie the email address to the viewer without needing them to fill in any more forms. Next up is identifying via your marketing automation platform, also known as a map. If you have a map integration into Vidyard, then simply embedding a player on your scripted page should be enough to identify your viewer. In this scenario, you'll have to ensure that each potential viewer's email address has already been captured via a map form. The integration in your group provides a behind-the-scenes infrastructure to transfer cookie and email address information to and from the map. The diagram here shows how the data is passed from the web page and eventually into your contact center. Finally, there is an option to include an email address in the embed code itself. Simply add your viewer's email address into an area that starts with data-email. This could be useful if you are collecting email addresses on the page using your own forms. This avoids using a VY email string, as this would show the viewer their email address within the URL. Thanks for watching this video, which has explained the options for identifying your viewers. More information about these options can be found in our knowledge base, or feel free to reach out to your customer success manager.